Warning. Viewer listener discretion is advised. The majority of the content of this program is not factual. It is highly advised that it not be used for teaching your children from said content, other than making an example out of the hosts of what they should not grow up to be. Remember this. It's the beer talking.
Welcome to the truth about beer.
Crap that we're interested
Join us as we seek out the truth. The truth. The truth.
According to studies, an average person spends 26 years of their life sleeping. 8 hours per night, 365 nights a year. So what happens when we sleep? What does our brain do? Simply put, our brain does a backup of the day, stores learned information from the day, and dumps waste. So where do dreams fit in? Dreams happen during the REM, or rapid eye movement, cycle of sleep, where the first will last about 10 minutes, and the last cycle can be 1 hour long. This is where your brain becomes active. Emotions run high, heart rate and breathing increases. Your arms and legs become paralyzed temporarily so that you cannot act out on your dreams. So what are dreams? Well, no one really knows for sure. Some say it's where you relive your day. Others say it's your brain's way of storing information. Freud believed dreams reflected unconscious desires, thoughts, and wishes. Others believed it's our connection to the spiritual world and other dimensions. What do you believe? So what about nightmares and premonitions? Nightmares are vivid dreams eliciting fear and anxiety, usually caused by increased amounts of stress. Premonitions are usually associated with someone who is gifted, has psychic abilities, is highly spiritual, and that can see events before they happen. Pretty terrifying, huh? Some dreams come true. Join us as we talk about why we dream and what do they mean in the paranormal world. Wake up, Jack.
There we are.
Sorry, I was sleeping.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. Let's see. I think Mike the Naked Bigfoot, he won. He was on first.
Where are all these people coming from?
Yes, he was on first tonight. But Wendy says she was on since 5, so I don't know.
Who's on first?
Well, you need to tag.
Right?
You need to tag. I won.
You won.
Excellent.
Hello, Christine. And you said Wendy. Where's Wendy?
Wendy. Kathleen. Aragon Stories is on.
Look at all them people.
Everybody was chatting way before
I
we
guess
got
so.
on
They were
tonight,
on a party before we got started.
No kidding.
Talk amongst yourselves like us.
Right? Exactly.
4 hours of sleep a night. You know, there was actually there were some studies I was reading that were saying that there are there's genetic markers to identify people that actually do only need about 4 hours of sleep. It is a genetic thing.
I'm not one of those.
I don't know if you are or not, but there are, that there are people that actually can function just fine. And it is a genetic property. I think that's what it was. My wife will correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, if we're all being honest right now, I don't know what I'm even doing talking about this topic because mine are all shattered.
Shattered dreams.
Yeah, they've all been shattered.
That's not true.
But
It's not true.
no, it doesn't be a fun night. So yeah, if you're joining us for the first time,
Welcome back.
Let's have beer. Let's do some beer.
welcome back for the first time.
Welcome back. Let's do the beer thing.
If you're
Remember that beer guy?
The beer guy?
Yeah, we used to have the beer guy on. Remember him?
I do
Talking about
remember him.
the guru of the SUDS?
That's what I'm talking about.
I know. I've been wanting him to come back for a long time.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could come back with the magical like?
That would be
I wish I had
very
a
cool.
button.
Don't we have like?
Do you have a button?
I think we have like a magic button, don't we?
Let's try it.
Is it this one?
No.
Where the hell
Are they not labeled again?
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh, you have to take the labels off, then don't press anymore. Just press.
Yes, we had.
I
Just
think
frame
it's
it.
the.
There it is.
That's it. Oh, there he is. Jeff Stay, the guru of the SUDS.
What's
Welcome
up, guys?
back.
That's Stan.
Thanks for
Wow.
having me back.
Good to see you.
Glad to see I'm still welcome here. Thank you.
About to have a kill.
You are very welcome here.
See, he
Yeah,
knows how to
thank
get
you,
back
guys.
on the show. He sends us beer,
Mhm.
disguised as
Exactly.
guitar pedals, and
I still love that.
and that way we can sample some of the beers that he gets to enjoy.
Right?
Does it
Yeah.
technically make you a bootlegger? Yeah,
I guess so.
It kind of makes him a bootlegger.
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
it?
Yeah.
I mean, if he was sending something besides guitar pedals,
right. But they're just
Yeah.
guitar pedals.
right? So there's that.
Yeah.
Big.
Everybody's saying hi, Jeff.
Everybody,
Hi,
everybody
Jeff.
missed you, Jeff.
Hello, everyone.
that's cool.
I've missed all of you.
So what are we
Life has
drinking?
just gotten a little too crazy. So yeah, really, it's good to be
Yes.
back though.
Ah.
Yeah. Tonight we are going to drink one that's local to Utah
Ooh.
called Hales Keep Golden Ale. It's a Belgian style golden ale.
Waffles.
So before I start talking, because I'll get talking and won't stop for a little bit. Why don't we just drink? I believe you guys already poured your beers.
Oh,
That's what
we
I'm
did.
talking about.
Yeah,
We did.
So, so let's just drink the beer first.
All
and
right.
then
Well,
we'll talk.
cheers.
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 He's learning the etiquette too.
I don't have any of that.
That's interesting.
I like it.
Yeah, it's not my traditional go-to style, but it's one that I really enjoy. Every time I drink this, it is a refreshing beer.
Is it wrong to do it on ice?
It would be wrong to do it on ice, yes. To each their own, but it would be wrong.
Oh, I should turn that around because that does say it on this one too.
Mike, you still haven't emailed me
Why do I taste
Yeah.
a little whiskey in there or something?
It tastes
because you were drinking whiskey earlier.
Oh,
No, I wasn't.
Oh, I don't know
No.
then.
they don't
Yeah.
age it in whiskey barrels, do they?
They don't. Nope. So this one is from Squatters. So they're one of the classic first breweries in Salt Lake. They got started. Really, they were brewing beer in the early '80s, and then Jeff and Peter, the two guys that own it, they opened their first brew pub in '89, I believe it was. And they've just been a staple in the brew pub scene and the microbrew scene in Salt Lake ever since.
Belgian style.
Because there's Squatters and there's Wasatch, and the two are kind of they're not the same brewery, but even locals we kind of think of them as the same because in 2000 they basically became a co-op and they just combined their bottling and their brewing
Okay.
activities, basically to be more efficient that way. But they operate separate brew pubs because they are two different companies and they brew totally different beers from
Yeah.
each other. But anyway, yeah, if you hear Squatters, Wasatch always kind of goes right along with it.
And we do get
if you-
the Wasatch here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Or
so
we
that'd
can
be
find
weird
that at
that you
Bevel.
get
Or,
That'll
Totally
that
fine.
one, but not see Squatters because I would assume they'd have the same distribution even,
Hmm.
but obviously not. So if you ever fly through the Salt Lake City airport, there's a Squatters brew pub in the airport. So
Oh, nice.
you'll be able to check that out. But yeah, Squatters is awesome. It's definitely, if I have people come into town for business or whatever, that is a regular go-to to take them there. It's just a really cool brew pub downtown. So, but yeah, so that's Squatters. They're like say since '89, so well before the micro beer, scene exploded. And then in terms of the beer itself, it's a Belgian style golden ale. I haven't been on in a while, so we're going to go back to the basics just real quick. There's ales and there's lagers, and that's the big category. So the Pilsners, the Budweisers, all of that falls under the lager. And then there's the ales. And the difference is that the lagers use a bottom fermenting yeast. So the yeast fall, so it's a much clearer beer, and they're brewed at colder temperatures, which get just a much more crisp, clean taste out of those. Ales, which have been around much longer, use a top fermenting yeast, and they're brewed at warmer temperatures. And ales are what you see much more in the microbrew scene because you can get away with a lot more with an ale. You can hide a lot more imperfections in the beer.
Mhm.
But even if you're not trying to hide imperfections, you just get a lot more flavor. So just a reminder of the difference between ales and lagers. So this is in the ale family. So it's a golden ale, which really you got golden ales and you have blonde ales. And honestly, they're the same thing. There really is no difference between the two, other than with the brewer that makes it, whatever they decide they want to put on it, it is the exact same style of beer. There's absolutely no difference between a blonde ale and a golden ale. Some may argue with that, but I've done much research, and I've never had a brewmaster or found anything that would say otherwise. Like, it literally is just a marketing term. Blonde ale came first, and then they started calling them golden ales in some situations.
I
So
feel like
anyway,
blondes might
yeah.
have an issue with that, but that's,
exactly.
that's about it.
Wendy was asking if it had a light taste to it. I don't think it does taste light. It doesn't taste like a Blue Moon. It's got
No.
it's a little sharper, I think.
Yeah,
You guys
yep,
use
it's a
words that make sense.
7.7% beer, 7.75. They even go to
Yeah.
100th of the decimal there. So 7.75% alcohol. So yeah, it's a high point beer.
So
not
it's
quite
almost
in the
2
double
Blue
range.
Moons.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's only 30 IBUs though. And so you're not getting a lot of hoppiness out of this one.
Mhm.
And that's where the Belgian style comes in.
Aha.
What makes it a Belgian style? There's so many beers that come from Belgium and just in the Belgian style. I mean, even most of them are ales, because you think a lot of your German, your Czech beers, those are more in the lager and Pilsner family. Belgium is right next to them, but they stuck more in the ale family. But you still do have like Stella Artois. That's a lager. But apparently if you go to Belgium and you drink Stella, you stand out as a tourist. That's not a beer they really recognize as their own. So definitely much more in the ale family. But point being, a Belgian style can be an ale or a lager. Everything I could find, the most simplest way to explain a Belgian style is that they just balance the hops and the malt. You're not going to get a super malty beer, and you're not going to get a super hoppy beer. It's a really well-balanced beer, which I would agree with this. It's not super sweet. It's not super hoppy, kind of right in the middle. The alcohol, it kind of cuts through. You can, I mean, it's approaching 8% alcohol, so you can absolutely taste that. But yeah, 30
It's got a
IBUs.
dryness to it too.
Yeah, I
so.
was gonna say there's nothing
Yeah.
overpowering or like it's not killing me.
Yeah, there is actually. If you really take a whiff as you drink it, there's almost like a wine dryness note to it. Doesn't
As I was
taste
saying, I
like
was
wine,
getting-
but that same type of dryness.
No,
is
yeah,
a wine
absolutely.
dryness.
Yeah.
If I leave it out long enough, it'll evaporate, kind of thing. Some like
Yeah.
alcohol there.
Yeah, so
It's
so there
gonna
you
give
go.
me heartburn, but that's it's still good.
Wow,
Most things do.
It's really good though.
it is
It's
good.
a good flavor to it.
Thanks for sending us these guitar pedals.
Oh, you are welcome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed the taste.
We've
of the
enjoyed
guitar.
these.
What was it? Wasatch? Wasatch? Was that the other thing?
Wasatch is the other.
Is that what this
Yeah,
picture?
so-
I feel like this is a Wasatch.
No, this is a
This is
squatters.
I think
Squatters.
I see it says squatters, but I believe the picture is of a Wasatch.
Oh, the dragon itself.
What's a dragon? Okay, I thought it was a Wasatch. I'm
Well, the
super-
Wasatch Mountains
I'm
do have
super
a
funny,
double
Jeff.
peak
Just-
on them.
just trust me.
Yeah, it's just a dragon that lives in hell apparently, because it's Hell's Keep. Golden.
He's a
Ale.
squatter. He's a damn squatter.
Yeah.
dragon.
So, but speaking of Wasatch, the Ghost Rider white IPA that we'll do in a couple weeks, that is a Wasatch beer. So,
Ooh,
Okay.
so
Looking
it
forward to
fits
that.
well. We'll do a Squatters and we'll do a Wasatch,
Cool.
which doesn't mean much to you guys, but again, to a local, they're basically synonymous. So,
Neat.
yeah.
Good to know. Mike's got all this information.
Yeah,
I
he
don't-
does, and he needs to publish a few books. I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Because now he's got a recipe for beer.
He got a recipe for trouble.
Nice.
And all kinds of fine.
He has a brew book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does shine.
That's
So he's
dope.
got some lots of
Shines
shine
like a diamond.
recipes.
Just reading his note, 3 varieties of hops. Yeah, Mike's gonna know way more about like how to actually make a beer. And
Cascade
that
hops,
dude
oats,
just
and
knows
particle.
something about everything, doesn't he? And I
Yeah.
mean that with absolute
He's
sincerity.
fascinating.
He is
Yeah.
a modern Renaissance man. I feel like he
I
probably even
love
can-
it.
is able to dance. Probably. I don't think he does, but I think he probably could if he needed to.
He's able.
I've seen a lot of his reface posts. He's dancing in a lot of those.
I
Nice.
know.
Follow him on Twitter. He's he's constantly posting reface stuff. That's hilarious.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
So the good news is, Jeff, is that we're going to start to see you more often on the show now.
Yeah, yep.
So-
Like we were talking about, I'm going to try to hop on every other week.
Perfect.
So, and to the point you had made offline, Keith, that would be perfect. Then if you guys do a local beer that I'm not able to get on those off weeks, I won't have to feel sad and left out because I won't even see it. But yeah, we'll get some more of the beers on those every other week that we can share with each other, or both just find them in our respective cities.
Right.
Yeah.
So the next show we're going to do the Ghost Rider one, right?
Yeah,
And
which
then-
is easily one of my favorite beers ever. It's, I mean, if not my favorite, actually, I would dare say it's, you know how it's kind of like music. There's always like kind of a rotating song that comes in. You're like, oh, this is my new favorite. And beer is
Right.
the same way. The Ghost Rider White IPA, that one just stands the test of time. That is probably my favorite beer.
Never gets old.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, you were saying.
Well, I think the show after that you're on, I really think we need to do a blind beer taste test.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really think we need to do one.
Yeah, we should.
That would be
So,
fun to do
It
that
would be
again.
fun.
What makes a beer blind?
You're blind,
Drink it. I got it. I think I got it. Okay.
and you got to guess which one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that. We'll find a fun way to do that.
Yeah.
Some combination of beer. I don't know what we'll do, but yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. We'll just definitely do it.
Most excellent.
Dude, it's
Let's
awesome.
do it.
Freaking awesome.
I mean,
Well, cool.
a bucket and a bit.
Well, this has been real fun having you join us again.
Yeah, it's
I like
fun
the
to talk
lights.
beer again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
missed
tried
you.
talking to my wife about it. And it's just not as interesting to her. So you guys will listen to me. I like it.
That's great, Jeff. Change the baby.
She will drink it with me though, so I got that going for me.
That's a good.
Well, that
That's
is
a
good.
bonus.
Yeah.
Bonus.
She'll pretty much drink almost any beer I put in front of her. So she's a winner there.
Ah.
And
there's a
in
good
many other
woman.
ways, she's a winner.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
she doesn't care about the details of it.
Wow. Well, at least you're scared of her.
Anyone that knows her knows that yes, that it would be appropriate.
Oh, I love it.
Well, bring yourself in there, Keith,
Very much
So you
so.
can-
Well,
so we can toast.
He's drowning in bubbles.
I just didn't want to cut him
All
off.
right.
So,
Yeah, I get that.
I was being polite.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Good
I'm glad to get
choice,
back on
and-
here. So,
enjoy that. Yeah, you have a
Cool.
great night.
all right, you guys have a good show. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks and
See you in a couple
pleasant
weeks.
dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Cheers.
We'll see you around.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
With the whack glasses.
Cling.
Hey!
You can if you want. But
I just did it.
Okay.
I
Fine.
missed it. It was awesome.
Be that way.
I was. It feels like it's been on ice.
You
And
feel
it feel like this is like what, like it was on ice and then it warmed up and all the ice melted. It feels watered down.
Erica says, how often does the alcohol
Nobody
and tobacco
cares.
agency visit your farm?
Well, when they're picking up,
Once
when it's the season,
Yeah.
they're picking 2-3 times a week.
Hmm.
So we're talking dreams, huh?
Yeah, dream on.
Dream on.
Um,
Good song.
what do dreams mean?
I don't know, but I've heard there's lots of books on dream interpretation. There's lots of interpretations on dream interpretation.
Right.
What I think is funny is it, like so many things, Joey has a piece of paper that says stuff.
It's 10
Joey,
pages.
What does your paper say?
Holy crap.
Well, why don't you read stuff off your paper before
Well,
I
I'm
start
not, no, this
spewing-
this is going to be for fun.
Oh, okay. So
This is what it is it's the 31 most common dreams and their meanings. So I'm the dream interpreter tonight.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'm going to interpret your dreams.
All right. Let's do this.
what's it mean when your teeth are falling out?
Right? That's a good one.
I
If you
can
dream
tell
about your
that.
teeth falling out.
Yep. That's like number 2.
I know because
Most of-
I've looked into this stuff before.
Yeah.
Remember,
You-
don't forget, I am a weirdo.
Have you ever had that dream?
And when you have it, it's vivid. Like when I've had those kind of dreams, the intensity of them is always is off putting to say the least, because it's not painful, but it's just disturbing. Because just
Right.
imagine your teeth just flying out of your mouth. It's what
Is it usually while you're having a conversation and all of a sudden
Nope.
your teeth will just start
it's
falling out?
it is almost has nothing to do with anything else in the dream. In the instances that I've experienced that.
Really?
It's just I'm either with somebody or by myself, and it's just all that I can focus on is the fact that my teeth are falling out.
Crazy. So
Not like getting cavities falling out,
No.
like freaking water falling out, projectile style.
Wow.
It's very finger in the belly button kind of visceral. You can get to that. If you've got an Audi, then I don't know what to tell you.
So in your research on dreams, what did you learn about teeth falling out?
It means you've either spoken ill of someone or someone is speaking ill of you.
Mm.
Those are the two that I've heard. So
Wow.
and then there's a colorful oral fixation thing that I don't believe.
Okay. Well, that would fall into the last paragraph.
That's Freud. Freud thinks it's about suck and dick all the time. He's just
Yeah, so there's several things that this says that means, or it can mean.
what is it?
So the first one is let me tell you. Okay.
Does it
Actually, well-
involve a tooth fairy?
It can mean, number one, that you're feeling less attractive about yourself and have been suffering the fear of rejection.
Okay, go ahead.
It can also be because you're growing older and feeling sexually undesirable.
Whose fucking theories are these?
I don't know.
I don't think-
It's
keep
it's
going.
in black and white.
I'm sorry.
It's in print, so it's got to be
Quiet, just
true.
keep reading it.
It's got to be true.
Careful. Google it.
What's the other ones? Let's see. It could also mean that you're feeling unheard or finding difficulty in expressing your feelings or opinions. Sometimes losing your teeth can signify that you are feeling powerless in important situations, or you're feeling powerless in important situations.
That I could see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Feeling powerless, important.
It may be a reminder that you need to be more assertive. And then this is the one they think is closest to what you were just saying. Some other interpretations are that you are lying about something in real life. It could be a sign that you need to turn a new leaf.
I liked her.
Yeah. It can also mean impending ill health or death of a person close to you.
So Age of Darkness has had that dream.
Who? Oh, that person. You've had the dream of all my teeth falling out. It is strange. It's just an awful feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm curious though, of usums that put your your dreams up, for you guys to put your dreams up. When I read these interpretations that are on here, if that hits close to home, you don't need to get, descriptive about it, but just say, okay,
I disagree.
I can see that.
I disagree. I think you need to get really detailed.
Okay.
No,
For
just-
Jack, please get
Be
as detailed
descriptive.
as you can.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a good one because you brought this up before, Joey, of the natural disasters.
Ah, yes. Tornadoes, natural disasters.
I'm going to bring up your chart that you gave me real quick because I want to see
Okay.
what it says.
Yeah, because that
Oh,
kind of is
Don't show
a
me
nutshell
my
thing.
chart.
So what did it say about
Ha.
fear, of
judgment,
rejection?
issues in communication.
That's kind of the same thing.
Oh, lack of control. Being naked. Hey, Mike, look. Feeling vulnerable, not prepared for the upcoming event. I'm not ever naked, but I'm those other things.
Being chased. I've had that one before.
Yeah.
Avoidance in real life. Thought of an attack.
And you usually keep
scares.
falling down when you're being chased. Or at least that's been my experience.
No, I get that. I get that issue where no matter how fast you run, you're not running fast enough. They're still
Yeah,
catching
you're
up to
running
you.
in slow motion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's either
exactly.
that or I'm falling down and my legs ache.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's the one I've had. Well, so for Wendy, tornadoes. See, dreaming about a tornado or flood often implies that you are overwhelmed with emotions. That was pretty quick.
That was quick.
Freaking overwhelmed.
Mhm.
But our knackered. Crazy. I don't recall ever having a dream of a natural disaster.
No.
I have of it was a flood, and it was in my own backyard, and I remember everybody climbing up into the tree to save themselves.
Interesting.
That was a long time ago, but I still remember that dream.
You know, that's what's funny to me is that the amount of space in between the dreams that I can remember. So like, I remember there was a series of recurring dreams I had when I was younger, I'd say preteen or whatever. They involved a particular character or person or being or whatever it was. He was a scary person that so for whatever reason in my dreams, it's always we. I can't ever, I never am like, I don't experience them as just me. So I've noticed that when I talk about them, I always say we. So we're running from this
So
guy.
you, yourself, and you.
Whoever the hell's there with me. But we were running from this guy, and he was always the same guy. And it was pre-Yu-Gi-Oh, but my memory, he reminds me of the character Yu-Gi-Oh. He had this white spiky hair, and he threw fireballs and wore all black. And it was pretty much the same dream over and over again for years. Then it went away. And then in I want to say, I was my early 20s.
There's a lot to that
my
one.
early 20s, he showed up again. And it really kind of freaked me out.
Yugi did?
The same character, but it was a different dream for the first time ever. But we killed him, which was weird. But I don't know what the fuck that means. If it means anything. So, because I mean, there was a lot of very detailed things about it, being that I recognized it was having the same dream
Right.
for years, and then not at all. And then the same character in a different scenario showed up as, again, an antagonist of mine, but we defeated him.
There's lots to being chased. There's quite a few paragraphs on that one. I'm going to say flooding is the same as tornadoes, by the way. So
Only in dreams. Very
in
different.
dreams.
Very
Right,
different in
yeah,
real life.
Yeah, very. One's wet, one's
Dry.
kind of.
One's
a blow dryer.
Yeah. If you're wet, you'll get dried.
Free fall. I mean, that's their dreams about falling.
Yep.
Is a very common one. In fact, it's number 1 on this list.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Horse pucky.
Yeah. Yep. Says falling dreams are one of the most common ones. Most of us have experienced the feeling of falling when fast asleep. Sometimes it feels so real we wake up with a jolt. So why do we dream about falling?
Question. You say falling. Are you distance fallers? Or because I trip a lot in my dreams. Like I'll have that son of a,
I don't think
kind of
that's
thing.
the same.
Does it
That's what I'm saying,
jolt
like-
you awake?
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes, but what's weird is when I was much younger, I used to sleepwalk. And so I'd trip in dreams and find I tripped on some real shit because I was walking around. So that's which is a whole nother level. But yeah, no. So when you say falling, I mean like falling over, I can fall off this chair, or is it that long, drawn out,
It's
free fall to nowhere?
yeah. It's the free fall though, where you never land, you never hit.
Yeah, some dreams interpretation suggest that you dream about falling when you are experiencing a lack of control in certain aspects of your waking life. If you're currently feeling overwhelmed by the happenings in your life, you may dream about falling.
So this is where I always feel like dream interpretation is just kind of like authors
Pretty
that
general.
are in between
but,
books, just kind of writing bullshit. Like
but there's another possibility, though.
that's very hot. What's that?
Is that you are currently facing some stability or security issues in life. It could be about your job or relationships or home. This also means that you are moving in the wrong direction in your daily life.
What are you trying to say?
And a reminder for you to course correct before it's
Too late.
too late. All deals with falling.
Wouldn't it suck if I was wrong?
A flock of birds taking you.
No, it's a flock of birds.
Talking to
It's a
him.
flock of birds. They're talking to him. You know, when flocks of birds have conversations.
That kind of reminds me
It
of
was a flock, but
of an episode of Schitt's Creek.
Don't worry, it's his sister.
so we have the war dreams.
This does not have any war stuff. Well, what did I say that was kind of close though?
Being
Maybe.
killed.
Well, I
We're
guess
talking about being killed,
No apocalyptic crap.
waking up to dying.
Did your chart? I thought your chart.
How do you know that it's World War III?
Because it was in his dream.
Yeah, no. How do you know? Like, what makes it World War III? Is it just a tech thing, or you get like badges that, or bumper stickers or something?
It's not like Call of Duty.
You got like swag.
I want somebody
You got, like, swag.
to say they
World War
want to
II
know.
veteran.
I want somebody to say they want to know about inappropriate lovemaking.
Okay, so check it out.
So
I don't know if everybody wants to admit that.
Here's Inappropriate meaning like butt sex, or are we talking? No, because I
don't know.
that's subjective. Anyway, back in high school, so I had a girlfriend. Oh. So from the age of 13 to 18, I had one girlfriend. And so, long-term relationship early on in life. But in high school, while I was still in a relationship with that girl, I had a what I would call a lucid dream, very, very sexual dream about a girl I didn't know. It was just a person in my head, and it was an intense dream. And like a week and a half later, she showed up as a new student in school.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was, I still don't know what the hell it means, if it means anything, but I was so scared to talk to that chick. And I don't really know why, other than I had a jealous girlfriend. But
Well, you just gave me a reason to read that.
well,
So,
that's what's
okay.
when you said that, it reminded me. My wife had reminded me about that one when I was telling her what we were going to be doing for an episode. She said, "What about that one with the girl?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Yeah, because I had forgotten about it.
Oh,
But it was
Where'd
very
Where'd it go?
like it was weeks before I even talked to that girl. And she talked to me first. She said hi, and it was just like, "Dang, what?" And absolutely nothing came of it at all. Just a girl in my class that I had some bizarre sexual dream about without even knowing who the hell she was.
That's crazy.
It was weird.
Okay.
What's the book say?
Well, the book says
According to the man.
It could be
Inappropriate lovemaking.
being physically intimate in public places or making love with a person you don't feel anything for, or someone disturbing you, where you're getting intimate with your partner. If you dream any such inappropriate lovemaking, it may mean that there is something happening in the real world that's astonishing.
That's the shittiest.
What?
I don't know.
You look super astonished by stuff. So
Also, sometimes dreaming of physical intimacy can be about an intimate understanding of your newfound abilities.
I can
Really?
get erections now. Magic.
What newfound abilities did you find in your teenage years? No, I don't think we want to know. Never mind. Yeah, let's leave that one alone. Okay.
But do you know what I'm knocking with?
So Christine dreams a Black Panther coming to my door, and I'm not afraid. What, Jack?
Nothing.
Let's see, bestiality. What was
Okay.
I know. I'm
Oh,
trying to
man.
find something. This is going to go off the rails.
You want to talk about off the rails? Just read the first little bits of those comments. We've got wet blows. It says wet blow. Never dreamed about falling. Falling and my body jerks. Last time I sleepwalked. Closet and peed. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. It's like World War III because of nuclear weapons going off.
So, Mike, the
All right,
naked.
where we at? Sorry.
Okay. Well, the only thing I can find close to the nuclear weapons and all that is, and it's not really natural disaster. But that's
Strange
the
balloon
closest thing.
sex with a clown.
He found a newfound, or he has a newfound.
Please put that on.
I already did.
Puppet show.
What did I just say? What was it? A
Newfound
newfound
ability.
ability. Yeah.
Has had strange balloon sex with a clown as opposed to your normal run-of-the-mill humdrum balloon sex with a clown. This was strange. Words matter, Mike. Words matter. I'm saying.
Yeah, they do. We need more details. on that.
strange balloon sex with a clown. Not me. It's just normal, good old clown balloon.
So this is
sex.
kind of interesting because we've talked a few times about deja vu in the past about recognizing smells, certain smells that you could smell it not being around it. So is that the same thing where you can dream about a smell?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that manifests in the world. Like she's talking there, after her had walking in the garden, could smell the flowers. And then everywhere that happens, lots of me. You can smell the flowers everywhere.
I think of Wizard of Oz and running through the poppies.
I'm having trouble with
Oh,
reading this
poppies.
sentence. What does it say?
Oh, sorry. I'm going to put it back up.
Yes, please. So the best dream I ever had was walking in a garden.
Waking in a garden.
I knew that. So she's waking in a garden?
Like he.
Either way.
At
He,
least
she, they, them, whatever. The best dream I ever had was waking in a garden, and I could smell flowers everywhere. That happens a lot.
Does it?
I can smell flowers.
It's
I've had that too.
I'm missing punctuation.
I have had that one too.
Does that the sentence? My brain
There's got to be something about that. It's got to be in the top 31.
You would think.
So you can smell flowers everywhere.
Here. Okay, wait. No, I found one about dreams about animals for Christine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a lot to that one.
Oh boy.
It can imply different things depending on, I need to slow down. Depending upon whether a specific animal was seen in your dream or animals in general. In her case, it was a specific animal.
Right.
Is it a panther?
Panther.
Okay. Yep. Most people dream about animals at least once in their entire life. Only once? Let's see. Okay. Dreams of specific animals is most often a depiction of your own characteristic primal instincts, sexual nature, needs, and desires.
Yeah.
Depending on the qualities of the specific animal. Well, let's talk about panthers.
What's the mean of your marsupial?
Panthers are pretty slick.
They are.
Now, they're not the fastest. So, right, that's a
cheetah.
Cheetah's the fastest.
They're just black.
They're pretty, though.
Damn,
they're pretty. They're pretty animals. I'm really surprised because we've heard lots of people dream about wars and it didn't make the top 31
because it's not
most common.
We just have a lot of damaged people in our group.
I've had some straight up Red Dawn shit happen in my dreams.
Which kind?
Red Dawn. Guys parachuting out of the sky and just shooting shit up. I've had that a lot over the years.
I can agree. I've had a lot of war dreams.
I think I did as a kid in high school. I think I dreamed a lot about that because actually, the Vietnam War just kind of came to an end.
Right.
While I was in school. And so it was still something that, yeah.
I would agree with Christine in saying that it probably has to do with some type of conflict in your life. Could be at work, could be at home, could be whatever.
Let me thank Age of Darkness for clearing that up for me. I appreciate that. Nobody else seemed to have any issue with it. Thank you so much. Bam.
It's only a 7-pointer, Jack. Come on. Have you drank the whole thing yet?
I have one more.
Why do we assume it has anything to do with the beer?
We always assume it does.
I know. It's because
remember, it's the beer talking.
Better excuse.
Exactly.
It's just stupid.
It is the excuse.
Dreamt I was in music videos.
Oh God,
singing, I touched myself by the Divinyls. Divinyls. I like this though. You dream of being on the toilet. I dream while on the toilet.
Yeah, no, those dreams are really interesting. So, I have lots of dreams like that.
Toilet dreams?
Yeah, I do. Like,
really?
I've got to go so bad.
Got a potty
and
mouth.
I can't find a place to pee.
Oh,
and I usually find a corner or I find a curtain to pee on or something, someplace really strange, like in a clothes hamper. They're terrible dreams. And I wake up thinking, what an awful person. But
as long as you wake up,
I just wake up and my sheets are dry. And it's a successful dream, but
waking up covered in glitter and smelling like cotton candy. Now that's the party.
Right. Oh, yeah. At least be glad you don't wake up. You're standing over the laundry chute or
I woke up on the roof of my house once.
That just reminds me of, I won't say which daughter-in-law this was, but she used to have a sleepwalking problem. And one night her mom found her sitting on the washing machine. Yeah, that was the place.
Yep.
You've had an extra rinse.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm looking for
Age of Darkness wants to know what kind of beer this is again that we're drinking.
Doesn't matter.
This is Hell's Keep.
It's good beer.
It's Utah beer. Utah. It's
Utah.
It's Ute beer. Ute beer from the old Butte Mountains of Salt Lake Smitty.
Yeah, so it's Squatter's Brewery craft beer. It's a 7.75
Belgian style.
ABV, and it's wonderful.
Waffles.
It's a Belgian style
I felt that.
with syrup. Whoops.
Zach Baggins.
Bacon's. I'm sorry.
Who's Bagans?
Zach
From-
Bagans?
Don't act like I'm stupid because I don't know.
Yeah, he's Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures.
I'm stupid then. And I'm totally serious. The last one. My sister and Peter. Holy shit, that's dark.
Hell's Keep. I think this is
Appropriate for the conversation.
yeah.
Right? Exactly.
So this is a picture of Zach Bagans on the
On the
front of the
can.
can.
So you, at
Causing you
least
to-
you felt bad about beating him to death.
Wow.
I don't. The emu incident.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
What?
I'll read the top 31, and then anybody wants to chime in on one of these that we can go over,
Okay.
then we'll do it.
We covered number 2. What's number 1?
Okay, well, number 1 is Dreams About Falling,
Okay.
which we did that. Number 2 is Losing Teeth.
Bam.
3, Dreams About Dying. 4 is Dreams About Infidelity.
Mm.
5 are dreams about being pregnant
All the time.
or pregnancy. I guess not actually being pregnant, but
Bam.
dreaming about pregnancy. Dreams about being chased is 6. Dreams about flying. I've had a few of those.
Yep.
Well, see, that's what's funny. It's like the idea that it's exclusive. I've flown in a lot of dreams, chased in a lot of dreams, shot at, shot people. I mean, you know, they don't.
Yeah.
I don't find that some of these major themes are not exclusive. The teeth falling out, all that dream was about was the teeth falling out. You know,
Yeah.
that I can recall anyway.
Well, number 8 is one that I would have thought would have been number 1 because I probably dreamed this one the most recurring dream, and that's dreams about being naked.
Dreams and fantasies are different things, Joey.
I know.
Okay.
and actually, number 9 is another one that happened a lot. Was dreams about taking a test.
Yeah.
10 is dreams about animals. 11 is dreams about food. 12 dreams about water. 13 dreams about sex.
Naked.
14 dreams about being addicted.
Being a dickhead. Naked.
15 dreams about being lost.
Dreams about being lost.
Yeah. And then here's a good
I
one for
guess.
tonight's topic, and that's dreams about ghosts.
There you go.
That's 16. 17 dreams about crying. 18 dreams about getting married. 19 dreams about guilty of a crime. 20 dreams about inappropriate lovemaking. 21 dreams about fire. 22 dreams about reading books. 23 dreams about being stabbed. I've had that dream before.
Isn't that inappropriate sex dreams?
Sorry. Well, you could have these could all go. 24 dreams about losing your shoe. Doesn't say shoes. It says shoe.
Never had that
Just one
dream.
shoe. Okay. And 25 dreams about missing a flight. I bet a lot of people have had that dream lately. Well, flights are canceled, so
Yeah.
I guess you're really not missing one. 26 dreams about prison. 27 dreams about money.
Yeah.
28 dreams about climbing a mountain. 29 dreams about amputation. 30 dreams about a natural disaster. And 31 dreams about crashing a car.
So this obviously was not a survey taken of people with addictions in their life, because that's one that I remember.
Mike must have agreed with you when I said
I know.
stabbing. Yeah, okay.
Stabbing is a sex.
What
thing,
about drowning? Nobody, dreams
Yeah.
about drowning because
Do you
Well,
dream,
I wonder if that has to do with water.
do you
There's
dream
dreams
about
about water.
water dreams? But I mean, I dreams about being using. Did it say that? Did it say something about?
Well,
dreams
about addiction.
It did say that, didn't it?
Hmm.
Yep. It's good beer.
Glad you like it.
It's delicious.
All
Well,
right.
that was a nifty list.
Isn't that a pretty cool list? So
Let me tell you a story. about
I'm
it.
here to answer your questions now since I have the list.
How about crashing in a plane?
I wonder if that Was it just crashing a car?
It
Joey,
was
that
crashing
last
a
one?
car, but I mean, we could
It's
see what the
crashing
mixture
and
is of
flight and
crashing a
stuff.
car and flying. So first, we'll start off with flying and then crashing and see what happens.
Oh, so the dream within a dream is not what she's talking about.
Well, I don't know. That doesn't sound like it could be a terrible dream. They say dreams about flying. A dream is one of the best dreams you can have. And I have had that where I had the ability to fly and float above the ground.
Yep. But see, that's the thing. Like the transportation in many dreams for me is always just that. It's just that.
It means you have a strong willpower to achieve anything that life throws at you.
Because it's not we're not in a plane. I'm not flapping my wings. It's just I transport in that way. Oh, I like that. Mike, you have some really deep insight. I know it's not truthful, but it's
so
funny.
if it go from good to bad, let's see. So if it's a euphoric dream where you're flying, then all of a sudden you crash a car. Usually means that anticipating the future is worrying you.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Gotta go back up there.
It means you get trapped in self-doubt.
Which one are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to
is
see
the
what shit
car.
Mike is talking.
Oh, he's talking a lot.
Yeah. But he said something that I found.
Was it inspirational?
No, it wasn't inspirational.
It was disturbing.
No, it's just one of those words matter things. So what about sex with objects?
Oh boy.
Well, that would be inappropriate.
Are
right?
you having sex with objects?
That
Or are
would
you
be-
having sex
That would be inappropriate.
with objects? Are you employing objects in your sex, or are you just having sex with objects? You know, no,
That's disturbing.
that's not disturbing.
It is.
No, it could go back to still coming to an understanding of your newfound abilities.
I'm having sex with objects.
Whoa.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Everything is better with a bag.
So let's talk about sleep paralysis real quick,
I know. Right?
Yeah, let's do that.
because I had my first experience a couple weeks ago.
So for this, let's invite our special guest, Bill Cosby.
Right.
Just kidding.
So everything I read about it,
Sex with a Scooby-Doo lunchbox. Is that what you hit her with? Because only the thermos.
Yeah. It's like
Go
a
ahead,
flashlight.
sleep paralysis.
Scooby-Doo lunchbox.
Sleep paralysis.
So everything you read on it says it's not paranormal in any way, shape, or form. It's basically you're in the middle of your REM cycle sleep, and you consciously wake up, but your body doesn't follow suit. So basically, you're aware of everything that's going on, but you can't move your body. Is basically the way it's described. Now you talk to people in the paranormal world, that's a whole different meaning, right?
being held down by a ghost.
Or something's
Oh,
holding you.
yeah. I mean, it feels that way sometimes.
Mhm.
It's been a long, like I used to have those dreams a lot as a kid. And it wasn't till I believe it was after we investigated Superstition Skies
Oh wow.
that I experienced it. And I was really thankful for it because I thought, oh, that's something I've lost, you know, an experience that I always took as a kind of a paranormal type of an event.
When it happened to you though, did it scare you? Did it legitimately scare you?
Yeah, it's scary at the time because when you're trying to call out to somebody and you can't talk or scream or, you know, then it becomes, I don't know if it's what's the word I'm looking for?
It's scary. You can say it's downright scary.
I mean,
because
It's visceral.
Yeah.
You feel
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
In that super, super uncomfortable.
Because something made me afraid enough to try to call out Lindsay's name, and I couldn't call her name. I'm trying to scream at the top of my lungs her name, and I couldn't do it. And I've never had that kind of a dream ever. in my
Okay, so
life.
even as a kid, you never
Nope,
had those dreams.
Never had it. That was my first, and hopefully only one that I ever have. But it legitimately scared the shit out of me. So
Yeah, as a kid, when I would have those, it was like somebody was sitting on my chest and holding me down. You know, I would have those kind of dreams as a kid. And yeah, those were terrible. But I was thankful to have one again. I'm sick. I'm sick that way. But
you're not sick.
You know,
It means you're still alive.
But really, what's the true meaning about it?
I don't know. So if we say it's
nobody knows.
If we say it's
Freud
ghost
says,
related, I should read what they say about dreaming about ghosts and see what that says. If it brings up anything.
Freud says it means you want to bang your ghostly pasty sister. She's very pale.
Casper's really friendly.
I didn't even have a dream about shadow people.
Okay. Who's asking about shadow people?
Christine.
Well, let's see what it says about ghosts.
No.
Maybe it will go into that.
All kind of ties in.
Ooh, when you dream about being attacked by ghosts, it generally implies that you are emotionally vulnerable right now. You can feel these emotions because of several reasons, like someone or any circumstance is trying to overpower you. That is a threat for you. Therefore, dreaming about ghosts mostly means that you feel crushed by the situation of people who are a hindrance in your path of success.
So nothing to do with paranormal whatsoever.
Not so far. There's a few paragraphs on this one. Sometimes dreaming about a ghost also means that there is something amiss somewhere that needs to be corrected. If you see living humans as ghosts in your dreams, it can mean that you have unpleasant feelings about them, which have not been expressed, and their presence haunts you. You do not have to worry about their well-being if you see living people as ghosts in your dreams. Ill will, you don't give a shit anyway. Right? So,
okay. Die.
All right. If you see a dead person as a ghost in your dream, it means that a part of you is unexplored, consequently not understood by you. In a few cultures, if a deceased person or if a deceased loved one appears in your dream, it can mean that you are trying to deliver it can mean that they are trying to deliver a message to you. When you have a nightmare of a ghost, you must focus on how the ghosts behave to interpret why you had such a dream. If the ghosts in your nightmare are aggressive and noisy, it can imply that you are losing control of life in the real world. You need not worry if you dreamt about a ghost attacking you. Introspect and take action to overcome your difficulties. What does that mean? Introspect and take it.
Means it's going to attack you so hard you're not going to care anymore.
Okay.
It's going to fundamentally change you.
Take action to overcome your difficulties. Don't let yourself succumb to the negativity that circumstances or other people in your life may impose on you.
So
does not sound too...
Again, nothing paranormal.
Nothing paranormal.
So Gail says maybe sleep on your side. So that's an interesting comment, though, because I wonder if people who do sleep on their side, I wonder if they ever experience sleep paralysis. I wonder if it's only something that happens when you lay on your back.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
You can, it's just something that happens to your consciousness. And haven't ever felt like it had anything to do with the way that I was sleeping because I just never did. But I didn't have a lot of it. Just one, the most clear and memorable one was not only of being awake and not moving, but then I heard something that was just, it's this like the blood curdling sort of demonic scream out of nowhere.
Right.
That I can still hear it. It was, I don't know what it was, obviously, because that's the fun of all this is there's no answers. But yeah, I woke up and I was aware that I wasn't out of bed and I was aware that I wasn't moving. And then it just like the picture that came in my head or the picture that comes in my head when I think about it was just like coming out of a cave, of just this dark cave and like a blast wave.
Right.
But it was a roar. Yeah, it was nuts.
So I'm curious on Lindsay's Is it the same dream and it's just the outcome you're able to change each time?
No, this is what I was saying. I had the same dream for years, recurring, blah, blah, blah. And then they stopped when the character or the main person or the main thing, whatever, in that dream came back. It changed in that we defeated him, which that always struck me odd because it didn't make any sense. I never knew who the hell it was or what it represented in the first place. But I knew we kicked his ass when it came around again, which was, I don't know what it means, if it means anything. But the one dream I've had, or sequence of dream, that I feel like I know what it means is one where I was actively engaged in bad things. And the one that I remember the most vividly is we were driving in a car, and I see the window roll down, and I put a gun out the window, and there's a person walking on the sidewalk, and as I'm drawing down on him, whatever, it turns into a toy. And I felt that fear of it, and then it turned into a toy.
Wow.
And so all I can say is that clearly, whoever I am, I couldn't accept that. That makes any sense.
I like the thought of that Genghis Khan put up there.
That's why I put that up. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I'm not reaching what? Oh
no, because it's kind of something I would like to have found more information, or more of others' ideas on that. But can we journey into an alternate universe of ourself?
That makes sense in the feeling I have of we. In dreams, I always feel like it's we. I don't ever feel alone in dreams. What does it say? That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Christine.
What is Mike saying down there? What is that word he's using? Like a mayor?
Oh,
down one.
This one? No.
Down the other down.
After Christine's.
Mayor? Which I'm guessing is some kind of demonic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's why I was asking.
It's your doppelganger in your dream.
My floppelganger.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about, the alternate universe type thing. And so would it be your doppelganger watching you and communicating with you at that point? Is that what happens when the two meet? You ever see Time Cop?
How come we're always the stupid one?
What's that?
How come we're always the stupid one?
I was pronounced Mary. Interesting.
It doesn't mean I know what it is. well, now I know how to pronounce. So now when I'm describing the thing, I have no idea what you're talking about. But it called a Mary. A Mary. Spot contrary. No, so what I'm saying is like alternate universes and things crossing over. It's like we're always the ones who don't know what's going on. Do those ones know what's going on? The other one of us that's going, hey, dumbass. Hey.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Linda, listen.
Listen.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was like, we put the little boxes out and they're like, click, 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 click. I'm like, oh, he's touching it. Another universe where he's going like, what is this?
Yeah.
Or can you see you and go like, watch him out?
I kind of believe that.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's probably the only time that we're relaxed enough to open up,
But that's what I'm saying.
Things,
so those things, it's interesting because it really always does put us in a hierarchical sense or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. We're at the bottom rung because we're never aware of shit. We don't know shit on this plane of existence. We don't ever know anything. We have lots of theories and feelings about stuff, but it indicates we believe that all of the forms of energy or spirits or whatever are more, I guess, advanced, or you know what I mean? Like they're picking on us. They're like, watch this. Hey, stupid. You know what I mean? Like, because we don't really ever have any answers for any of this shit. So we're saying that the multiverse, the other ones are going like, watch him fuck with Virgin One. Just touch him.
Well, I have a question.
Lose his mind.
I have a question for both of you guys, because since you're both musicians, because you just reminded me of a dream I had probably in high school. It's when Elton John came out with his version of not Strawberry Fields.
Bellerick Road.
Crap. I can hear the song in my head now. But anyway, I had a dream about how to play it on guitar. And I'd never played it before. And so I woke up and picked up my guitar the next day, and lo and behold, I picked it out.
Really?
That's cool.
Now, you picked it out like start at the beginning and played it through, or you figured it out?
Picture yourself in a boat on a river. That one.
I don't know which one that is.
Lucy in the Sky. It is Lucy in the Sky with Diamond Joe.
That's an Elton John song?
Well, he redid it.
He redid it.
Yeah.
And
for some reason I dreamed it, and in my dream I was playing it on guitar, and lo and behold, it was correct. Or at least close enough for me to think it was.
I've had dreams of writing songs, and then when I wake up I forget about it, so kind of sucks. Because I remember I did wake up from one dream. I was like, I got to go into the piano right now and sit down and write this, and it wouldn't come back to me. It was weird, but my dream was vivid. I mean, I can hear the music, I can picture the notes, and it was just gone when I woke up.
It's like my alternate lyrics to Friends in Places that I can't remember for the life of me. We were sitting around there. You remember that? Was it when you were that with me, weren't you?
When?
We were out. I was playing out in Florence at whatever the hell that bar is. The
Goose.
The Goose, yeah.
And I came up with some absurdly inappropriate lyrics for Friends in No Places, and we were dying laughing.
Right. Yeah,
dying laughing. I can't for the life of me think what the hell it was.
Yeah.
But we were freaking losing our minds. And I am going.
Yeah.
Sucks.
You have to have a tape recorder with you all the time.
I know. I wish I did.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably best that I don't. Evidence.
So I'm going to share one of my dreams.
Please do. Let me interpret it for you.
Yeah, you don't want to interpret this one. I don't even really want to share it, but I'm going to anyway because that's what the episode's about. So in that same 3 nights that I had the sleep paralysis, which is the one that came first, and it was either the next night or the night after, I had a dream. It was myself. I think Lindsay was with me, and some Native American, I don't know if it was like call him a shaman or whatever the heck he was. I don't know, some type of high priest or whatever. Anyway, I'm sitting there, and he pushes on my chest, and I could feel it when I was dreaming, almost like I was having this sleep paralysis again. Like I felt the pressure on my chest. And then after that, he put his hand on my head, and he said, he didn't say cancer, but he said tumor. And it freaked me the hell out. I mean, I was, you guys know I like to smoke cigars, or I did like to smoke cigars up until that point. And it was just too coincidental to me to have 2 dreams like that within a 2 or 3 night span. And I told Lindsay, I said, I'm done. It had to mean something, because I've never had these dreams in my entire freaking life. And I'm 47 years old. Why now? Why did I have this dream now? Crazy. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not a tumor.
Did he say it in Algonquin or was it English?
It was English.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, those things are when they're specific in a message, or you feel a very strong message from them. I've always felt like that's your subconscious. What I mean? When a dream motivates you to action, I feel like that's just your subconscious self communicating with your conscious self. So, just to do shit and get shit done.
Bring up Wendy's comment on color. Because I did hear something on that when I was doing the study on this.
Oh, that some people dream.
Yeah, well, I mean, the older generation dream in black and white because we grew up watching black and white TV, and that's the images that we're used to seeing. But they were saying most, kids born after 1970, dream in color, because that's the images that they see replayed in their real life. So, when they're watching images being replayed.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I never put much thought into that. So people dream in black and white. I mean,
when I was a kid, I mean, growing up, that's what they always said. Oh yeah, your dreams are in black and white. You know, everybody dreams in black and white.
Right?
I go, well,
People don't have feet in dreams.
I don't know. I think I dream in color now.
I honestly don't know for sure. I don't know for sure one way or the other. I've never been definitely aware of it either way, whether it's color or not, because mostly it's feelings. But what's interesting is I do have the ability to manifest pictures in my head, and which I think you guys both can too. But like, have you ever met somebody who can't visualize something out of real space? Like you tell them to close their eyes and picture an apple.
Oh yeah, and they can't do it.
It makes my head hurt. It's like, what?
I can get a pear, but I just can't get that.
How are you alive? No, it's an interesting, mechanism of consciousness or brain power, whatever. I don't know what it really says, if anything. But I mean, in that, being that is assuming that's true, that would mean that there are people that dream in some other form. Because everyone has to dream. We know this, or you go insane. And if you're dreaming in REM sleep, but you can't visualize stuff in your head, what are your dreams like? Is it just a series of feelings that you can interpret as experiences, or what are your memories like, for that matter?
Right.
Yeah. How the shit?
I'm just wondering what it means when, I mean, because we all dream, but what's the meaning of us not remembering dreams?
That happens a lot.
That
happens a lot.
I mean, there's got to be a meaning behind that.
This is the fun part of life, is there doesn't have to be a meaning behind anything.
Oh, yes, there does.
We want there to be a meaning behind everything.
Got to make sense of it.
That's what makes life interesting, because if we find things are purposeless, it makes for a shitty life. So it's important. What if you dream of a vibrator with bat wings? What if I owned a vibrator with bat wings?
Wings.
What do you think about that? It's got a 90cc Kickstarter.
Oh my god!
And bat wings.
Got to have something to hold on to.
Well, no, usually tied down.
I've had a lot of times where I wake up and I don't remember dreaming. And I wonder if it's, it goes back to the process of what our brain does while we sleep. So it's downloading information for the day. So maybe some stuff's just not that important to stick out, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
And some dreams that you remember are definitely not that important to remember,
right.
I'll wake up sometimes, and I've made a point of this recently. If I wake up and my wife's awake, if I was having a dream that I could remember anything of, I will start to try to explain it to her, because it's gone in like moments if I don't start talking about it. So, because she'll wake up before me, and I think I have a sleep apnea or whatever. So like I'll do the whole gasping for air kind of thing. Yeah. So she's always really entertained by that. It's apparently a real fun way to wake up, to your husband suffocating next to you. So anyway, so she'll ask me like what I was dreaming about and stuff. And if I'm lucid enough to realize that I was dreaming, I'll start recounting it to her. And as I'm doing that, I'll start waking up while I'm telling her what I was dreaming about. And sometimes it's very bizarre, because I can have conversations while I'm sleeping. And it's since I was a teenager, people will wake me up and ask me things or engage with me like I'm having a conversation, because I'll have a conversation, but I'm not awake and I'm not there. And so I don't have any memory of it. I don't even know I'm doing it.
Right.
My sister was the first one when I was, I think, about 13, that she would ask me sort of qualifying questions to make sure that I was actually there. Because I woke up one time and asked her what the school colors were. Oh no, I told her they were going to change the school colors. She's like, what the hell are you talking about? And she wanted to know what they were going to change them to. And I told her I didn't know. It was confusing. So then she got into asking me my name and things like that. And if she asked me the same question twice, it would like fried my shit. So she asked me something twice and I couldn't repeat it. It was confusing and would help kind of bring me out of the dream. But yeah, I'll still do that to my wife all the time. Just to answer questions about what I got going on for work tomorrow. Right. And then I'll lie to her.
Nice.
Dead asleep. Like, I ain't got nothing going on in the morning. Nope, not a damn thing. 11 o'clock rolls around in the morning. I'm like, oh crap, I was supposed to be
supposed to go to work.
I was supposed to be there at 8. She's like, you said 11 o'clock. I'm like, I was laying down. No, I'm not telling anything truthful. You know this. But she doesn't know, because sometimes I tell the truth. And sometimes I always lie.
Right. I got a question for actually everybody, even the audience. Has anybody ever had a dream that actually came true?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
You want to share?
And I'm
it?
not proud about it.
Oh, okay.
You want to share? And I'm not proud about it.
Oh, okay.
You're not proud?
No, it was just.
Well, you didn't manifest it, though.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I did not. It's just I had a dream that an ex-girlfriend. Well, of course, she's an ex-girlfriend now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a current girlfriend at the time. I had a dream that I saw her with somebody else's class ring that was a dude, and I knew the dude. And then the next day, she went walking by me in the lunchroom, and she was wearing the dude's class ring. And it freaked me out.
That's kind of
crazy. But I'll leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the closest thing I've had to that was what do you call it? Getting mad at somebody for something they didn't do.
Yeah. Oh, because you dreamed about it?
Because I dreamed about it and I was certain
dreams are so real.
Certain that was real. Bitch.
Never forgive
What
me.
the hell is your problem? I don't know. You know.
Oh, never mind. It was a dream.
Yeah. Well, have you ever had dreams that were that intense enough that you had trouble being sure? I mean, I woke up one morning knowing just 100% certain that I had told my Trans Am. It was in the driveway and it was just trashed. I knew it. Like I knew it. I laid in bed for probably an hour and a half being upset about it being wrecked, and it wasn't.
Huh.
But I don't know where that came from or what the hell it was about. But I've had a few dreams like that where I was certain of something that
you were certain. Happen. You were certain that the future was worrying you.
I guess
that was your crashed car.
Oh,
you're anticipating a future that you couldn't control.
Interesting, but also,
yeah,
strange.
Yes, very strange. Involves a donkey. Why are you going to bring up the mundane stuff, Mike?
Right.
Tell us something interesting.
Right, exactly.
Donkey and a super soaker, like
so. That's an animal one in water.
Yeah,
and water,
and in
sex. I do want to let everybody know that we were going to have a lady on tonight that does interpret dreams, but she had a conflict in the schedule, so it was too late for us to change the show.
It was going to be a lot better of a show.
You don't know that,
but we will. We'll have a part 2, and we'll have her on because she is very excited about coming on the show and talking about dreams.
Who is she?
So
that would be fun. I'll save my money dream for her when she comes on.
You bastards didn't tell me we were going to have somebody come on. I give you all my.
Well, it was only a day or two that we thought she was coming on.
Yeah, and she said, "Oh, sorry, I have a conflict on the schedule." So
wow,
but she does want to come on.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We will have her on at some point.
Well, now I got to make him new dreams.
I'm sure you'll have some between now and then.
Probably not, but you never know. Because dreams, or whatever.
You're kidding me.
Oh, that
would be that's a nightmare.
That is a nightmare.
A reoccurring nightmare. Oh man,
damn.
No, that's just mean.
That is mean. Did you find a super soaker water reference with the animals?
Well,
he's dreaming about lotteries. Like, man, I
did read the. I did dream dream. I dream all kinds of Nike stuff. The animal one. So an animal. Let's see what would fit the super soaker. I guess if it was the super soaker, you'd probably be running away from the animal. So that means you are denying. Wait, maybe I can't read it from the middle. It can be interpreted as you are denying accepting the traits that you share with the animal. So you're denying the traits you share with the animal, and let's see.
You attended a donkey show tonight.
Let's find a good one with the water. It can be implied that the event in your life is having a strong emotional influence on you.
Oh, I like that.
So now you're running away from the traits of the animal, but it's having a strong emotional
takeover
of your emotions.
I hate koala bears. That one right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, and then it's reminding me that I've had that happen. So when the clock radio used to be the way I used to wake up, that would be whatever audio thing or whatever was coming in as an alarm would work into my dream and
I've had that
influence it and change it. Yeah. So that is an interesting phenomenon that I kind of, again, it feels like your subconscious and your conscious for whatever utility that serves. I don't know, but it clearly is something that has to happen because I mean, it happens to everybody. And then it is your subconscious mind and your mind, that crossover space anyway.
Right.
Was this ever happened to you? Say you're reading a book and, it's a pretty good book and you start to doze while you're reading the book. And then all of a sudden your mind takes over and finishes the chapter for you.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. No,
I've had that similar. Yeah.
Same thing on movies too. You're watching a movie and you fall asleep during it or something. And then something else happens in that movie that really didn't happen. And you swear that it did.
That's interesting.
Now the key is when you get to do that in a theater, which I've done.
In a theater?
Oh yeah. Full movie theater and just fall out.
Well, Joey knows that. He falls asleep every movie he watches.
Yeah, some of our ghost hunts have been phenomenal.
What a great show.
Wow.
Like Tombstone.
Yeah. Great stuff happened there.
Where's Joey? Oh, he's over in the corner sleeping.
9 hours later. What are you seeing now? Nothing. How about now? Still nothing. We ain't found shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I do.
So I do want to announce that next week we're going to kick back off our Paranormal Talk series.
Woo!
As we start our countdown to the Paracon in Las Cruces, New Mexico. So we're going to have some of their guest speakers come on our show and give a little history about themselves.
Really cool.
Yep. Next week we got the group Ghost Biker on.
Where are they out of? Do you know?
Good question. I can bat you on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw it.
That was a good question.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get them all on before the actual Paracon happens.
Yeah, we're kind of running
pretty
out of
cool.
time, but hey.
Then we'll go to Paracon and we'll be like, oh yeah. I know all about this stuff.
Yeah, we know you.
Yeah, cool. I like it.
And I will not be here next week. I'll be out of town on business, but I will remote in.
You'll be here, but you won't be here.
I'll be here remotely.
That'll be groovy. It's cool that we can do that kind of thing.
Gotta love technology.
Yeah.
Well,
every time. Every time I farted, hamsters dropped out.
True story. Really?
Here's the thing. Mike, punctuation makes, I dreamed that every time I farted, hamsters dropped out. Meaning what? They fell out of your ass or they quit whatever activity you were involved in.
I believe it was the prior.
It was
maybe it could be punctuation.
Definitely the latter.
You think it was the latter? I don't know.
Oh yeah, every time he farted, hamster dropped out. Think about it. Like, I'm done with this. It smells horrible. I'm not playing anymore.
And passed out would have been a better term. But,
well, because dropped out would be.
What's that?
It's a colloquialism. We know your ass. We knew the whole thing was very ass-centric. Very aware.
Oh, man.
It's a birthing canal for hamsters.
Can't wait for next week's show. What are you trying to say? It's enough hamster ass talk for you, I think. That about does that.
I think Christine's excited about Ghost Biker coming on.
No, I think she's pretty stoked on hamsters.
I think so.
No.
I'll bring up your list again here real quick just to see if we missed anything here.
Being naked, pregnancy, falling, losing teeth.
Only you would turn it into a song.
Buying infidelity, being chased.
Taking a test.
I like that.
What? Taking a test or the song?
Falling, flying, infidelity, losing teeth, being naked, dying pregnancy, being chased, taking a test.
You're making it sound like a Disney movie now.
Yeah.
Like a Disney musical.
it falling.
How about
flying,
running
putting it
on
loose
water?
and-
Interesting.
Running who?
Running on water.
Running on water, falling down. Okay.
So
I
I
know.
didn't. Oh wait, no,
With
there
that-
were some running. Wasn't there running?
That was
well, it was being chased.
chased.
Yeah.
Come on. Anybody else? No, no. My dreams are ass related because you're an ass. Bam. Sorry. I don't even know that guy. He's gonna.
He's
You know-
awesome.
You know, Mike.
I feel like we totally should be hanging out though.
Yeah, you really should.
But you live way too far away and in scary places.
He has his own farm.
In like West Virginia, right?
Yes.
I knew it. I didn't know that, but I knew it.
You
Yes.
knew it.
Freaking moonshine and shit. Come on. To run on water. When I went out,
That's some straight like
couldn't you land?
X-Men shit right there. Huh?
Tired of freaked out. Freaked the hell out. And I had to run back into the lakeside and up on the shore and dang, my feet hurt. Stepped on a cat.
Stepped on a cat.
No, on the cat.
Oh,
I stepped on the cat.
The catamaran.
The catamaran over that
Keep
something.
you afloat.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
All right.
interesting.
I used to have dreams about being chased by snakes. I was running away from snakes.
Blue Ridge, Virginia. You got chased by snakes.
Yeah.
You collected those things for a minute there, didn't you?
And that's actually what got me into collecting them, because I was trying to get over my fear of them, because I always had that dream. It was a reoccurring dream.
That's interesting. I
Yeah.
didn't know that about you. I thought you were just a straight up fucking weirdo.
Nope.
I'm gonna get out there and see old Mike the Naked Bigfoot one.
Good guess. Good guess, though, Jack.
Well, I didn't. How would I know? I would just all I knew is you had plastic tubs with lots of critters in them. They're like, who has these as pets?
Right?
I do. Okay. It seemed because the only other people I knew that had like reptiles and stuff for pets were those circus freak people up on Mill, and you seemed to be much more together than that. So I'd never seen you panhandling or dyeing your hair purple or anything strange like that. So it just
Circus freaks off Mill. Must have missed that story.
Mill Avenue.
No, I know Mill Avenue, but I don't know what circus.
You're not that
freak
much
you're
older
talking
than me,
about.
are you?
No, but
You've been on Mill Avenue.
I've been on Mill
Friday,
Avenue.
Saturday nights.
Well, no, actually, I haven't been there Friday, Saturday night. Maybe that's why.
How long ago? 2015.
Yeah,
How
probably.
how
around
about
there.
pre 2000?
No.
Okay, that's why.
I wasn't living here then.
Yeah, so you don't have any idea what Mill Avenue. So Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yeah.
came to life on Mill Avenue every weekend.
Interesting.
Like no, there was a theater on Mill Avenue that they showed it every weekend. People lined up with props to watch this movie
Really?
in the theater. Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
It was an experience. I don't know if have you seen that movie with people who know the props and the taglines?
Yeah.
Yeah, Great Toast, Great Scott, all that shit. Like every weekend. So those are the circus freaks I'm talking about. They'd have lizards and shit and iguanas on their shoulders because somehow that made them interesting.
Interesting. Well, Mill Avenue is fun anyway. Even during the day.
Yeah.
There's some good food up there. There's some nice restaurants. There's a lot of cool people watching too. A lot of cool people watching.
Yeah.
It's fun on foot. I hate driving.
Oh, well, driving
there,
it.
so
Yeah,
it-
those are
it
different
bites.
planets. Different planets.
Eating food in a dream. I don't know if I've ever had a dream where I'm eating food.
You know,
Have you?
I feel like I must have.
Yeah.
At some point. But
Yeah, but I can't. I certainly not one that was impactful enough for me to remember it. Obviously,
Wasn't there? That was one of the topics, wasn't it?
was it food?
probably because the inappropriate sexual waffles.
Where that was one of them.
Yeah, about inappropriate lovemaking. Dreams about inappropriate lovemaking.
What does that have to do with food?
Really?
You get the munchies, don't you?
See, Mike says it dreams of doing.
Oh,
things
stop it.
with food.
Twinkies don't count. Anyway.
You ever fuck a Twinkie?
Dreams about food. I knew it. I knew it.
Banging a Twinkie.
If you are dreaming about food, your stomach may be actually grumbling
Naked.
as you're dreaming. That is, you may have gone to bed hungry.
Naked.
Usually.
Naked.
Yeah, usually. If you wish to have lucid dreams, you may use this technique when you actually go to bed hungry, because the mind is then so focused on finding food that keeps you aware even while you are dreaming. So it helps you remember your dreams if you go to bed hungry.
What?
Yeah.
Did they just run out of shit to say on that one? Because all the other ones have nothing to do with what the dream is. This one's like, oh, you went to bed hungry. Really?
That one we know for sure. That's a definite for sure thing. I mean, the other ones we kind of guess to know.
Here's the meat of it.
Okay.
Meat.
Sometimes if you crave something before going to bed and then fall off to sleep thinking about it, you might also dream about the same food item.
Oh,
That's important stuff.
Brilliant.
Okay.
This is often the case when you are
like-
thirsty and go to bed.
And then
You may drink water in your dreams to satisfy your thirst.
You gotta pee, but you can't pee.
Even sex dreams occur for the same reasons.
Because of food?
So if you go to bed,
I was so thirsty, then I was banging this cantaloupe in my dream, and unicorn woke up. Maybe with cotton candy, and stupid bastard, and they farted a hamster across the room. It was just ridiculous. Stupid cantaloupe. No way. That says I was in the production of Rocky Horror Show. Who were you in Rocky Horror? Please, please, please.
who?
Mike. Mike, it says I was in a production of Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah, he used to direct.
That's not being in a production.
Well,
Close enough.
No, it's not. That's a very different thing. Very different thing. Being a character.
Dreamt
Yeah.
I was at a birthday party, had cake,
care.
woke up and could still taste the cake. Felt full.
oh, what kind of cake was it?
Hope it was
That could mean
mouse
something.
or a bug.
Why was your chin wet? Oh. Well, you know how many spiders you eat in a year, right?
That means you need a drink. Yeah, I've heard like 800 spiders or something like that in your lifetime.
Oh,
or
wow. I
some
heard it was
stupid number like that.
Mm.
8?
Any is
Tasty.
really more than I'm interested in.
That's I thought I read somewhere it was like 800.
It could very well be. And again, it's one of those things that's just so disturbing at its core. But how would you ever figure that out?
They just film somebody sleeping.
I
all night
don't
and-
think so. I don't know that it's not true. It seems plausible.
The poor
But-
spiders walking across.
I
your
know. He's like,
lips when
hey,
you
follow the
went,
water spot, guys. It's nice over here.
Sorry, dude.
What happened?
That's gross.
I know.
We should do an episode on disgusting things that you.
Well, it's every episode.
Yeah, just let it breathe. Let me get there. Hey, it's weird.
All right.
It's about that time.
It means you need to get drunk. I'm drunk. I'm trying to get home. Give me $1, man.
What you do with a dollar?
So don't forget, next week we have Ghost Biker on, kicking off our Paranormal Talk series again. We'll get back to some kind of normalcy there.
Ghost biker.
Ghost biker.
Also, don't forget about Parapalooza. We still have spots open in September 24th, 25th, 26th. Friday,
Mike the
Saturday,
Naked
Sunday.
Bigfoot.
Mike the Naked Bigfoot.
Yeah,
You
Mike the
sign
Naked
up.
Bigfoot.
That way Jack can meet you. Sign up for Sunday,
Damn.
though. Got to sign up for Sunday because we're hosting Sunday. So,
Yes.
Twinkies?
yes, we're,
Twinkies?
yeah, Twinkies. So we still need hosts for Friday and Saturday. So if anybody's interested, or you know somebody who's interested, let them know and have them get a hold of us.
Yes.
So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It is.
We're gonna have a great time. We're for half.
Yes, please, Mike. See, everybody wants you on, Mike.
What?
I'm just gonna pencil you in. Just gonna do it. Just gonna
Yeah.
put you on the list. Sunday, 3:00, something like that. I don't know. Gotta see what's left.
Okay.
All right. Well, this has been the truth about beer, and
Dreams.
as far as we know,
Does anybody have beer?
Nope.
I got water.
we got empty glasses.
I've got
Empty glasses.
my invisible flask here.
Dude, that's so creepy.
It was great to have Jeff back on tonight. That is kind of creepy,
It was awesome.
and we definitely have to do a blind beer taste test
Yes, we do.
So
soon.
terrible.
Very
Taking,
Oh,
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be
taking
cool.
advantage of the handicap beer.
It was fun the last time we did it.
Because you said blind beer.
I did.
Yeah, it's funny.
Sorry.
I don't know that brand.
It's not a brand, okay? It's just a limitation. It doesn't make it better than you or worse than you, all right? It's just different.
All right, everybody. Tune in next week when we kick off our Paranormal Talk series. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Thanks
Cheers,
for joining
everybody.
us.
Good night.
Good night.
Warning, viewer listener discretion is advised. The majority of the content of this program is not factual. It is highly advised that it not be used for teaching your children from said content, other than making an example out of the hosts of what they should not grow up to be. Remember this, it's the beer talking.
Welcome to the truth about beer.
Oh, crap, the orange is
Join us as we seek out the truth. The truth.